So,
Is he for you? Is Dest now?
Well,
is Dest now?
No, not now.
Or Mazraoui for you?
No.
Hi everyone, weTalk Ajax here to discuss the Sparta game. Today with Maxwell.
Hi guys.
Maxwell, thank you for being here today. We watched the game together. Comfortable win?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Reasonable.
I thought the beginning was a bit shaky.
Yeah, it was a bit like a locomotive.
Yeah, but you think it's just the way, like coming from the Champions League qualifying, going to Sparta, playing on AstroTurf, these kind of things maybe.
I think it's a combination of all those things.
Mm-hmm.
The AstroTurf wasn't really helping. You saw the ball wasn't doing anything, unless on one time on the goal, you can get the benefit out of it. But in essentially, it's a worse thing.
So take us through the game. What do you think from beginning till end? I mean, briefly.
Well, like I said, Ajax was like a locomotive. They needed to be awake from the start of the game. We heard it. Ziyech, he told it afterwards. I can't agree more. Mm-hmm. They have to be focused from the first minute and not from 15, 20 minutes after the first whistle was blown.
This was also Sparta's intention, right? Sparta wanted from the beginning to shape things up.
And they did a good job.
Yeah, and they wanted to score the first goal. I think they were looking for that.
They were looking for it, and you can't blame them. They are having their home game, and the coach is a good coach. This is what they wanted to do. Well, they had a good effort, but then again, you take a risk when you play at Ajax.
Okay, starting from the start. So looking at the starting 11 from Ten Hag, he only made one change. Huntelaar went to the bench, and he actually gave a starting position to Promes. Promes started, and you actually played most of the game at the 10 position. What do you think of it?
I don't agree with you on that. He started. I think it's a good thing that he started, but he wasn't really at the 10 position all the time. I think they were switching position a lot of the times. Mm-hmm. Then Ziyech filled it in, then Tadic filled it in, and they did it. Let me rephrase. They did it, but it should be more fluent and it should go a lot faster.
Do you think this is his best position, or maybe is this the best fit for him for Ajax, the 10? I know. It's not the fixed position, but still,
not to me. No, if you ask me, no. But I think his best position might be on the left wing side, because then he can go for the goal with his right foot. Mm-hmm. But Neres is also might be better on that position. So that would make him, to me, that he would be on the right side of the field with his right foot, but and his speed that he has and his explosiveness on the right side. But who knows? Maybe he will. The connection with the other players will make him the wanted number 10 to fill in this position for this season.
That's right. I mean, this is very important. All the other players up front, they know each other already. They know how they play. They have experience. Promes has to really adapt still.
Yeah, and this was his first game on that position. From the start on that position. So who knows? You can say it will only get better, or we gave him a chance today and it didn't work out as we planned. Okay, then maybe give him another position. But for today, first time in this position with this team, he did a decent job. So
first half, 2 goals. First goal. Nice ball actually from Alvarez to Promes.
Martinez.
From Martinez to Promes.
Yeah, Martinez. Yeah. And that's what I am praising Martinez about. His cross pass is great. He sees the opportunity, and he saw Promes making the action to find the space behind the defender.
And actually, it's funny because he made the run from the side.
He came in from the side, and that's the position that I prefer for him. But he walked in that space, and he made full use of that. Great goal.
Second goal, Tadic. Between the sandwich between 2 players.
That was great. I think they they took benefit of the ball, the offside ball, and Sparta wasn't focused on that moment. But then again, yeah, that's what you have to do when the ball is offside. And he took out 2 players, and in my opinion, they wanted it. 2 players to defend Tadic, but he played them out.
Yeah, that's good. So comfortable lead, 2-0. We go into the second half. I was a bit surprised, honestly, that Neres was brought off so quickly, 8 minutes after starting the second half. You told me you do understand because he wasn't really playing that good.
I didn't think Neres was playing a good game. If you ask me, to be honest, he and Mazraoui are not bringing what they are used to be.
They're struggling a little bit with their form, at least at this stage.
With their form, exactly. And I think maybe it's the Copa America for Neres, or the tournament for Mazraoui in Africa. Maybe they are tired. I don't know. I'm going to fill it in for them now, but to me, they are not bringing what I would like to see of them. The thing you expect from them to be good is bring energy. Okay, and passings on 5 to 10 meters, they have to be good. And if you're sloppy on that,
you touched upon Mazraoui, which was brought. He was brought on basically for Dest. There was a second change because the first change was Huntelaar, of course. Yep. I was surprised of that as well because you have a comfortable lead. At that point, we were 3-0 up because we got a penalty, which we will talk about in a bit. But Dest for me has been, I wouldn't say a revelation. That would be a bit too big, but he's been very solid at the right side.
True.
And I'm thinking, why would you change something that's good, especially for a young player? Let him develop his experience and his confidence level at that point.
Yeah, true. I don't understand the substitute either. I don't know why. Because the only thing that I can think of is that, okay, in this stage, you're in the previous stage of the season. As a coach, you might think of, okay, Mazraoui is my starting right back winger. So
is he for you? Is Dest now? Well, is Dest now?
No, not now.
Or Mazraoui for you, number one?
No, to be honest, no. Dest is now on this based on the form that they have and that they've shown. Dest is my number one choice. But based on last season, then Mazraoui was the revelation of that season because he was the revelation to Veldman.
I would like to open this up also for the viewers so they can give their opinion. Do you guys think that Dest should be the number one right now at this point at the right side, or do you think that eventually he should be a little bit brought in more slowly and maybe put Mazraoui when he returns back from the suspension and when he gets into form? So that will be a very interesting development this season. The back four. So we talked about, of course, Dest. Especially the center, the two center halves. Blind now has been playing for 2 games at the back. Veldman also has been developing now at the center half position, taking over the role of De Ligt. What do you think of that?
Well, that's
today he was decent.
He played decent, okay, but then again, you play against Sparta, so that's what you expect. But you want more. What do
you want more from him?
Well, if you look at it in another way, you lost De Ligt and you need to fill in with a new player. And if you bring in Veldman to that position, then you degrade yourself.
So basically what you're saying is he has certain shortcomings for that position.
Yeah, true.
Which are what? Is it off the ball, with the ball?
More on the ball. More on the ball, not because what I think he is good at is positioning himself. Because that's what he brings in. What he's lacking of, he lacks in height and in speed. So positioning himself is okay, but as a center defender of Ajax, you expect more. And we saw Alvarez playing, and the way he was filling in that spot on the midfield, I think he will do better.
Alvarez should be actually the center
Alvarez should be the center back into that, and maybe even Schuurs.
We also have Schuurs.
Even Schuurs.
It's getting a bit crowded at this point, right? You have multiple options for multiple positions. It's also difficult for the coach now to find the perfect balance, you know?
Of course.
If he keeps winning, there's no reason basically to change a lot.
No, but then I would look at, of course, the form, but also at the future of the team or of Ajax. And you hope the future will bring Schuurs or Alvarez for that position. Let them grow in that position. Veldman,
because we're at the stage that now you have to do it and not later. Later in the season.
But we already placed ourselves for the Champions League. That goal is already achieved. Is already achieved. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the third goal, that was a penalty. I thought it was a bit harsh. What do you think?
To me, it was a bit harsh. To me, it was. You could see it wasn't a natural movement of the hand of the player, but
he was less than 1 feet away from him.
Yeah, true.
So
to me, it was a handball, but it was harsh decision by the ref.
Tadic, by the way,
I think that's the case with the VAR.
Yeah, that's true. Interpretation.
Yeah.
It remains. I mean,
yeah.
Tadic, I wanted to say, always instrumental with assists, with the goals he makes. I know it was a penalty, but still, and 2 assists to Ziyech. He's always delivering, always. He's very steady in his performance, also last year, but he continues to do it also this year.
Yeah. Ajax has a big problem if he gets injured. I hope to God that he doesn't get injured.
Even more than with Ziyech or both of them?
No, both of them. Both of them. Yeah. In the way they are filling in their spots on the field. And today, both of them were man of the match, could be man of the match. But according to the goal, I would say Ziyech is it for me.
Yeah, last thing I want to say about the match, the goal that we conceded, lack of focus, lack of concentration, just a mistake from our side. What do you think?
I didn't think it was focused. I think it's the same thing as what we saw in earlier games, and I think it was against PAOK or Apoel. Now it was PAOK, if I recall. Then we saw a situation where Blind was also trying to pressure the ball, and it was too deep, and it was Mazraoui who stood too deep also. And again today it was almost the same to me. He was pressuring the ball, but the midfielders they didn't came with him, so it's
a recurring issue actually.
Yeah, but he is timing in the moment from the team to now go pressure.
And everybody has to know where.
Everybody has to know the position, and today on that goal, to me, he pressured the ball. Others didn't where they had to do, and then you're a man short. Then you come up short, and then you have to conceive a goal like this.
Okay. Overall, happy with the performance?
Satisfied.
Yeah.
Okay,
satisfied. We have to run a little bit quick now through a couple of things that I want to discuss with you. First of all, I'm looking at the ratings that you gave. For you, the man of the match was Ziyech.
Yeah.
Okay. Short elaboration on that one?
Well, he's at the moment, I think he is the one and only player who brings creativity. Even though Tadic, he's a strong player, but he doesn't show the creativity that Ziyech is showing, or that you want to of any of the other players playing on the midfield, like Alvarez or Martinez or Van de Beek even. It's more like you need to have it from their energy or their good passing, but the creativity, the ball, the passing, in the difficult passing. That's, to me, only Ziyech is the only one who's bringing.
And he showed it today as well.
Yeah, he showed it today. Yeah.
Okay. So moving forward, we saw this week the draw of the Champions League. What are your thoughts? I had mixed feelings.
I still mixed feelings. Yeah. Last year, if you that was the first time we came in the Champions League after a while, but there was nothing to lose because it was the first time in the Champions League, and you're also the draw took big clubs, and now this should be the clubs where the level of they are the same as Ajax to me.
That's what we want. We want to be at that level.
Yeah, but I think we are at that level.
That's pretty confident of yourself.
No, but we are at that level. But that means that we can lose, but we can win. But we can also lose against those teams. there are no teams in this draw. There's no sure win or a game that I'm all afraid that we might lose. It's the form of the day that will make the difference.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I agree with you.
Each of the teams.
Personally, I like the fact that we are playing against teams we haven't played for a while.
Yeah.
So it's new.
I'm glad we draw Chelsea.
Yeah, me too.
Because that's the team I would like Ajax to beat. And
yeah, me too. Honestly, yes.
I'm glad that we draw a French team again. Always nice to watch Ajax play against French teams.
And now no Barca or Madrid, but we have Valencia.
But
also different.
Valencia, a team I like to watch, especially when Maduro played there for a long time ago. And it's a good team.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, looking forward to that one as well. One last thing I want to touch upon. It has been all over the news the last 2 weeks, 1.5 weeks, 2 weeks. There is this thing going on at the media, especially from one newspaper called the Telegraaf. And there is one prominent person from that newspaper who since the start, since Ten Hag was appointed at Ajax, he's been finding everything he can to spit his fire on Ten Hag. And again, it happened last week that he said that the assistant of Ten Hag last year, Schreuder, he went to Hoffenheim.
Yeah.
And he now claims that Alfred Schreuder actually was instrumental for the team and not Ten Hag. And he also said that Ten Hag took a very big risk against Apel Nicosia, that he didn't know what he was doing. He just hoped it will work out. What do you think of these kind of claims?
Yeah, he's a pancake.
But how can you be like that? I mean, it seems like he's trying. He doesn't like Ten Hag, and he's trying just to find any excuse or anything he can just to hit him. And I don't know why, to be honest, because Ten Hag has been so far. Look, you can hate him, you can love him, but so far Ajax has been very successful under his reign.
Yeah, and that's what he should write about on the achievements that they have, and not. All the things that don't have anything to do with football.
But still the thing is, why would you, as a newspaper, spread these rumors when Ajax is doing so well?
It looks like a personal war of him to bring down Ajax, to bring down Ten Hag, or whoever he wants to write about. Because he also wrote about Ziyech, who has difficulties with Ten Hag.
Tadic as well.
And Tadic, he's claiming that he has his sources, but come on.
He even spread the rumor indirectly. They never confirmed, but he even spread the rumor that Schreuder last year was a mole, and he was leaking information to the press.
To whom? To him.
Apparently.
Yeah, I don't know. Schreuder told already that he didn't do anything, and I trust him for saying that.
We just heard the interview with Ten Hag. The people from the Fox Sports, who shows the game, of course, they also interviewed Ten Hag, and they asked him, "What do you think of these allegations?" And actually, I also touched upon the fact that tomorrow there is a gala of that newspaper. They will give the prizes to the best players of last year. Also, Ten Hag is nominated, of course. He will win the prize. But Ten Hag said, I'm not going.
Yeah, he has his right.
And he actually said that I'm not going to that place.
I back him up on that.
Yeah?
Yeah, we need to boycott.
Would you do the same?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, great decision. And also that he stated it on national television. Very good. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for being here. Guys, please let us know what you think of the Dest situation at the right side, whether he should be the number one, yes or no. Please follow us on Instagram. You can see some nice videos in our stories. And of course, also on Twitter, we have some questions we want to know your opinion about. So please hang in there. Let us know what you think. And we'll see you I think in 2 weeks, because there are international break coming up. So thank you again, and till next time.
Peace out.